Hello, my name is Marquise Dion Cotton, and this is my presentation for the Merchandise Apparel Pop Up Voting Day budget for the Washington Redskins. I'm the office project manager for this project. The project objective is to determine how this project adds value. This project will add value to the team by increasing its merchandise sales, introducing the team's brand to a new audience of registered voters who wouldn't normally visit FedEx Stadium, establish a new relationship with the community, especially around the social justice issues that are affecting us in 2020. The NFL recently started a partnership with Rock Nation addressing the social justice issues that's going on in 2020, especially with the protesting of Colin Kaepernick. On this first slide, it gives a breakdown of tallying the income sources for this project. The main income source for this project is a 50,000 sponsorship deal with Nike for this project. Nike has been a corporate brand to stand for justice and equality despite facing backlash from their consumers and the threat of losing revenue. The second slide describes determining the fixed costs. Some of the fixed costs for this project is insurance, merchandise expense, office supplies, payroll expenses, and utilities. My next slide describes a variable expense, which is security. And without security, you cannot have no event go successful because public safety is always issue number one of any project. The total cost for security for this project is $10,000. The next slide describes a one-time expense. The one-time expense for this project is a permit with the Prince George's County Department of Board of Elections and PG County government. This expense must be done way in advance before the event because it has to go through the processing. The next slide describes the total expense for this project, which is $16,270. The next slide describes the net income. I use the formula to get the net income by subtracting the revenue from all the total revenue, which was 50,000, from the total expenses, which was $16,270, and my total was $33,730. Here's an outline of my whole budget using QuickBooks on a spreadsheet, and I have my revenue at the beginning and my expenses at the bottom, showing the subtractions that I have made. This is my infograph that I made, and the first statistic that I pulled out shows that the NFL has a promotion going on in partnership with cancer called the Crucial Catch. The next picture in my infogram describes the different demographic of consumers in different states who purchase NFL jerseys. And through my research, I have found out that even fans in Nebraska like the Washington football team jerseys. Also, through my research, I have found that the Washington football team is in the top three franchise of sports all over the world behind the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. One of the main reasons for this project is dealing with the fan engagement and fan experience. And as stated, the Washington football team numbers have decreased on Facebook and Twitter. So hopefully, one of the return of investment objectives is to increase this fan engagement and awareness. The next slide is my Gantt chart showing the different heads of department who are going to be working on this project. And we're going to have staff working on the permit, security, and in communication with our sponsor Nike. Also supplies, player personnel, parking personnel, and merchandise. Issues that I found researching this project was dealing with the Vito Corleone test, was dealing with player personnel and making sure that the players who are under contract schedules are clear and have no other conflicts with previous dates of engagement. The player personnel plays a huge part in this event going successful because fans are expecting certain players to be there to autograph their newly purchased team apparel. The next slide deals with the return of investment and how we're going to measure it. We're going to measure how successful this project was by using customer surveys and different surveys with our staff, management, sponsors, and team members and stakeholders. My name is Marquise Cotton, and thank you for watching my presentation.